Hello internet. Today I thought it might be nice if we played a game together. I thought this would be a good way that we could get to know each other. And the game I've decided to play is the Dictator game. If you're unfamiliar, basically you've just been made Dictator of the UK, or wherever you live. Because you're in charge now, you can change or invent any law that you want. So think of something that annoys you. You can be as grandiose or as petty as you want. And then you're going to think of a way to fix the issue. I'll give you a couple of examples to start you off. So Paul from Patreon absolutely despises people that spit on the floor. Gotta say, I agree with that. He wants an outright ban on this. So if you're caught flouting his spitting ban, which I checked and it applies to footballers as well, then you have to attend a 2-week course where you have to watch the first 2 seasons of Due South so that you can learn how to become a decent human being. Another example, my boyfriend hates littering, so he's given everyone 10 strikes and then you're going to be euthanized via plastic bag suffocation. When he's in charge, no more littering, okay? So I'd really love it if you could all tell me what gets on your nerves and how are you going to fix it. If you could leave me a comment telling me the thing that irritates you the most. But for now, it's not your turn. I am in charge. And you may refer to me as your thoughtfulness. And all of my changes involve driving because it's really been getting on my nerves lately. I feel like I've been suckered into a couple of involuntary games of chicken when someone's driving on the opposite side of the road, there's an obstruction on their side of the road, and I have right of way. And I'm driving, and it's cliches, but it's usually someone in an Audi. I just think, they're not going to stop, and are they going to just drive into my... But I have right of way, but I don't think they're going to stop. And I just don't want that in my life. So I've got a couple of ways that we're going to fix it. And as I am now Supreme Dictator of the UK, or your thoughtfulness, I prepared a short educational video to explain to you all the new changes to driving. Welcome to your new life under my benevolent dictatorship. Everything's going to be lovely now. Under my new driving improvement laws, crappy drivers are the ones who receive negative consequences instead of all of you. The good drivers, you're going to receive perks. So let's talk about consequences. I'm fed up of people thinking I'm psychic. I'm not psychic. I don't know where you're going if you don't signal. Currently, you can be a crappy driver and there are seemingly no consequences. I'm changing that. One of my biggest bugbears is people who don't signal on roundabouts or people who don't indicate at all. Perhaps they're turning left into a side road and you're driving behind them. If they don't give you notice they're turning left, you could just drive into the back of them and it would be your fault when it's their fault. No more of this. We've had enough. I'm in charge now. You get 3 strikes. If you fail to signal on roundabouts, after 3 strikes, that's it. You're banned from driving for a year and you're now going to be part of my driving improvement squad. Your job will be held for you for when you come back after a year. You're going to be paid minimum wage and you have to do everything I say, such as filling in all the potholes. That's now your job. And also installing all of my new roundabout cameras to catch everybody else who's not doing what they should do. So you might be like, I've got a bad back. I can't fill in potholes, Sarah. Well, don't worry. You can work in the call centre dealing with all of the knobheads who are going to get the letters telling them they've just been banned from driving. And you can tell them. The other thing that my little lackeys will be doing while they're banned from driving is installing those wind turbine things that go in the middle of motorways. So those of us who are still able to use the roads, when we go voomph past them, they spin really fast and they generate electricity. And if you're on my good driver list, one of your perks is that you can now charge your electric car from my special national grid for free. You can just charge your car and carry on driving your car and carry on turning things, and you can do that for free. And if you don't have an electric car, don't worry, I'll give you the same units of electricity that I'd give to the car chargers, and you can just have that knocked off your electricity bill. Oh, also, as a little perk, if you're a good driver and you notice someone, say, parking across 2 car parking spaces or on double yellow lines outside of a school, and you think, no, if you want to take a photo of that and send it in, my little lackeys, one of their other jobs, is that they'll have to go through all of those and you get a little bonus money, and that will be paid for from all of the cars that we seize. I'm starting to feel better already, aren't you? I'll give you a quick overview of some of the other changes. If you don't indicate when turning into a road, or you don't indicate when changing lanes, then you now are banned from driving for a month and you have to pay a £300 fine. If you don't give way when the obstruction's on your side of the road, 3 strikes and then you'll be banned for a year and put into my driving improvement squad. If you try to drive when you're banned, then you're now banned for 3 years and you have to go to prison for a year. Your car will also be seized and sold, and we'll distribute the money in a way that we think seems fair. If you drive without insurance, the same applies. But if the reason we know you've driven without insurance is because you bumped into somebody else, then they can have the proceeds of the sale from your car to cheer themselves up or fix the damage that you've caused. And we're done. That wasn't too bad. You know all of the rules that you need to abide by already. And now you know my new consequences and perks to make sure that everybody sticks to it. Just don't drive like a knobhead, be a little bit more thoughtful, and we'll all get where we're going a little bit safer. I've fixed driving. You're welcome. So now you all understand how it's going to be under my new, better way of doing things. I hope you're all going to be very happy driving around calmly, getting to where you need to be efficiently with your free electricity. Hopefully none of you will end up on my naughty list. But I suppose I best remove my crown. Terrible crown here. There we go. And now it's your turn, so I'll just give you that. Okay. Bye.